जय गुरुदेव. गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. Welcome back. We are with electrochemical cell, calculation of EMF of a cell without constructing the cell, and we talked about standard hydrogen electrode, and we talked about oxidation potential, reduction potential, and then what is the direction of flow of electrons, all that we discussed. And I told, without constructing an electrochemical cell, how to tell, without constructing an electrochemical cell, how to tell how much voltage I will get if I construct an electrochemical cell. Right? Then afterwards we discussed, if I represent the electrochemical cell, I can also mention about what is positive, negative, what positive and negative means. Then afterwards we can represent the concentrations of the electrolytes in the two half cells, all that. So now if I want to find out what is electrode potential, so I said, now take any metal, dip it in salt solution at 1 molar concentration of that electrolyte at 25 degrees Celsius. Why I am talking about all this? Because my standard hydrogen electrode also is under the same conditions. It is at 25 degrees Celsius, 1 molar concentration of H plus ions, hydrogen gas around platinized platinum at 1 atmospheric pressure, because now at hydrogen electrode all these are fixed, constant, standard. So the other side also it should be under the similar conditions. Then only I will say I have a standard electrochemical cell, and with that later we will work out. And now to find out, if I connect the given metal dipped in its salt solution at 1 molar concentration at 25 degrees Celsius to standard hydrogen electrode, at my metal is oxidation going to take place or reduction going to take place? How to tell that? Direction of flow of electrons will tell. And if you have a voltmeter in the circuit, that voltmeter will tell what is the voltage that you are deriving from that electrochemical cell. Because for standard hydrogen electrode, we took that electrode potential as 0, don't forget. But even then, if the metal that I dip in its salt solution is accepting electrons from hydrogen electrode, that means my metal is not that electropositive as hydrogen. At my metal reduction is going to take place. So that electrode potential, that potential difference otherwise, or the voltage which I get, right? I say it is because of reduction taking place, or I say because of reduction taking place at my metal, then I say it is reduction potential. But if electrons go from my metal to the hydrogen side, that means at my metal oxidation is taking place. What my voltmeter is reading is oxidation potential. My metal is more electropositive than hydrogen. These are that which we derived, or this we understood. Clear? Just recall back what that which we did. We had first platinized platinum dipped in that, all that, right? All together I say it is standard hydrogen electrode. Platinized platinum, everything is coming out. Now other side, I have my other half cell in which I have a metal rod dipped in its salt solution. For example, this is my metal M. What is the salt solution? M, X. It can be NaCl, MgCl2, whatever it is. It depends on the valencies of this Mx. Now, I have a salt bridge. In the circuit I have my voltmeter. if the direction of deflection and the voltage says, right, it is from metal electrons are going, that means here oxidation is taking place. That value which I have, I say it is because of oxidation taking place, then I say here this is oxidation potential. But if it happens the other way, from hydrogen side, if electrons come to my metal, the voltage that I derive is because of oxidation taking place and reduction taking place. As my metal body is taking place, my metal is not undergoing oxidation, it is undergoing reduction. This I call it as reduction potential. And now, if I have two metals, two different metals, dipped in their salt solution at 25 degrees Celsius, 1 molar concentration, how much voltage I am going to derive from that? How much voltage that I am going to derive from that? This is fine. If I have standard hydrogen electrode and my metal dipped in salt solution, what the voltage that I am going to get, I can find out. But if two metals, always you will not have hydrogen electrode. If two metals are dipped in their salt solution, connect them, have a voltmeter in the circuit, how much voltage I am going to derive? I am not telling, construct and tell. Without constructing, how to tell? Without constructing, how to tell? Oxidation potential. Here, if oxidation is taking place, the value is positive. That means here my metal is ready to undergo oxidation and push electrons towards hydrogen end. But here, if it is reduction taking place, electrons are coming, ready to undergo reduction, minus, the values will be like this. Now, if I want to find out when two metals dipped in their salt solutions, respective salt solutions, when they are connected, how to understand that? Again, I have a metal M, dipped in its salt solution Mx, concentration 1 molar, temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Other metal P, in its salt solution Px2, whatever it is. Now, metal P, in Px2 it is dipped, metal, again this Px2 is at 1 molar concentration, it is also at 25 degrees Celsius. So when these two are connected, so salt bridge, when these two are connected, and then you have a voltmeter, how much voltage it will show. So how to tell this? So I should have, when M dipped in its salt solution connected to standard hydrogen electrode, I should have done well before, and I should have that value. Same way, P dipped in its salt solution connected to standard hydrogen electrode, I should have that value. So when I have those two values, then of course I can tell how much voltage I am going to derive from this electrochemical cell. But how to find out the difference? How to find out the difference between the two electrode potentials to tell how much voltage I am going to derive? When M was dipped in its salt solution and connected to standard hydrogen electrode, whether at M oxidation was taking place or reduction was taking place, that would have shown from the oxidation potential value, reduction potential value. That value I should have. But when P was dipped in its salt solution and connected to standard hydrogen electrode, at P reduction must have taken place. At P reduction must have taken place. My P must be lesser electropositive than hydrogen, so reduction was taking place. Here my M was more electropositive, oxidation was taking place. Now, so how to find difference? Here the value that I have is for oxidation that was taking place. P value that I have when connected to standard hydrogen electrode was because of reduction taking place. One is in terms of oxidation, another is in terms of reduction taking place at the metal that you have. But how to find out the difference? And whenever you want to find out the difference, the two terms must be in the common space or in common terms. If this is in oxidation, if that is in reduction, I can't find out any difference. So what I should do? I should convert this oxidation into reduction and find out the difference. Or convert that reduction into oxidation terms, then find out difference. Then I will tell what is my EMF of the cell. Then how to do this conversion? It is very simple. If my metal is ready to undergo oxidation, when connected to standard hydrogen electrode, what is its ability to undergo reduction? This was undergoing oxidation. That gave the voltage. Now if I just think, that is fine. To undergo oxidation, that is the strength of it, that is the potential of that metal, we call it as oxidation potential. Now, what is the extent to which here, if I want reduction to take place, if I want the reduction to take place at this end, what is that potential? The value is same, but it will be in terms of negative terms. So that means here ready to undergo oxidation, but if you want reduction to take place, the stability or the ability to undergo reduction, same value, but it is with opposite sign. That means ready to undergo reduction at this metal is not ready, but if you want to force and see how much it will be, same value in the opposite sign. Same way, reduction. Here at this metal end, when connected to standard hydrogen electrode, reduction was taking place. If reduction is taking place now, if I want oxidation to take place, ability, potential, value remains same, but it will be in opposite terms. So if I have this value in terms of oxidation potential, that will be in positive term. If reduction is taking place, ability to undergo oxidation, opposite. So if any value that you have in terms of oxidation reduction, if you want to convert to the other side, just change the sign, have the same value. Change the sign, have the same value. Reduction is taking place. Reduction is taking place. If you want oxidation to take place, change the sign. So reduction will get converted to oxidation will get converted to reduction. With that, what is that which I am going to have? I am going to have at these two half cells electrode potential values in the same term. Either it must be in the oxidation term or reduction term. Now I can find out the difference. How to find the difference? There are two ways. What are the two ways? Suppose for these two you have in terms of reduction potential. For these two, if you have electrode potentials in terms of reduction, how to find that? At the given electrode, the value that is given is for reduction taking place at this end. How to find out? If you see the equation, you can easily understand that electrode potential that is given, is it for oxidation potential or is it reduction potential? That is very simple. M plus one electron, because here it is mx, or if you want to write, okay, n number of electrons, m, that means, no, n plus, that means, that will not say that there is reduction taking place. Why reduction is not taking place? To form m, this has to be a positive ion. M plus n number of electrons give m. That is the process of reduction. For that electrode potential value that is given, E. And as I said, when all the concentrations, temperature are at standard conditions, I will not simply say E, I will say E naught. That means standard electrode potential. So standard electrode potential, the value that is given is for reduction that has taken place. Standard electrode potential is given. The electrode potential value that is given is with a negative sign. If it is with a negative sign, that means what? For reduction to take place, right, it is not ready. Your metal is not ready to undergo reduction. Otherwise, your metal is ready to undergo oxidation. If you reverse it, it will be positive. That means, if I see this, the metal that I have is more electropositive than hydrogen electrode, because value is negative sign. Reduction will not take place. Oxidation will take place, because when you reverse it, that will be in the positive term. But here the value is, for reduction that has taken place, negative sign. So if for both of them, if you have these electrode potential values for the reduction process that is to take place at the two half cells, we know how to construct the electrochemical cell. Right half cell, left half cell. For us, left half cell is the oxidation half cell, and that is anode. For that we have already said, anode, always oxidation takes place. Cathode, always reduction takes place. So my left half cell is my oxidation half cell, anode. This value is known. For this value, for this, in this electrochemical cell, if I find my P plus n number of electrons, give P. For this also I should give electrode potential value. Electrode potential value is plus. If electrode potential value is plus, that means my metal is not ready to undergo oxidation, reverse. That means my P plus ion is ready to accept electrons and become P. How? The value is positive. So for the two half cells, the values that are given are in terms of reduction potentials only. For this reduction process, electrode potentials. So when I have these two values for the two half cells, how to tell how much voltage I am going to have from that electrochemical cell constructed? How to find? It is very simple. This is my right half cell, this is my left half cell. So what is that which we write? E naught right minus E naught left. E naught right minus E naught left gives the EMF of the cell. Did I construct the electrochemical cell to tell what is the EMF of the cell which I am going to get? No, I did not construct. Then how did I calculate, or how did I arrive at? This metal was dipped in its salt solution, connected to standard hydrogen electrode. What was the voltage? I noted. This metal dipped in salt solution, connected to. I had my electrode potential values. Those values I have with me. So for making use of those values, I am in a position to calculate EMF of the cell. Suppose in the examination, right, value is given in a different way. Value is given in a different way. P undergoing oxidation to give electrons is in negative terms. If the value is in negative terms, the value that is given is for what? P to become P n plus number of electrons, that means it is for the oxidation process. For oxidation it is positive, for the oxidation it is negative. So if it is negative, that means for the reduction to take place, it will be positive. That means my metal is not ready to undergo oxidation, value is negative. But if I want to have this value in terms of reduction potential, that means reverse it, then what will happen? That will become positive, and you will have both of them in one term, that is in terms of reduction potentials. Then you can apply this E right minus E naught left EMF of the cell. So if this is clear, now again, if I want to go back further and make you understand bit more, P n plus n number of electrons becomes P. Okay. E naught equal to positive. E naught equal to positive. That means for reduction process it is ready. And later if I find out, if I convert these values into oxidation potential, values that are given are in terms of reduction potentials. If I want both of them in oxidation potentials, if I want to have both in terms of oxidation potentials, that means that will be positive, that will be negative. That will be positive and that will be negative. So if your electrode potentials are in terms of oxidation potentials, if they are in terms of oxidation potentials, don't say that again I will make use of the same formula to calculate EMF of the cell. In that case, what will happen? It is E left minus E right, standard E naught. Because here E naught left oxidation potential, more value this time, right side to undergo oxidation less, that means electrons will flow from more electropositive end to the less electropositive end. That will give me my EMF of the cell, or otherwise I say E naught cell, standard EMF of the cell. This I can find out. Clear? So, get ready to or be ready to understand in what terms the electrode potentials are mentioned. If I want to have both of them in one term, what I should do? So I have to analyze this, is it for oxidation value or is it for reduction that is given, and if I want to have in same terms, what I should do? For this oxidation potential value is given, for this reduction potential value is given. How to do it? I can change the equation. M gives M plus n electrons. P plus n number of electrons gives P. That means for one oxidation potential value is given, for the other one reduction potential value is given. Don't blindly change sign for both. Don't change sign for both. For one, if it is given in terms of oxidation potential, if you want to make use of E right minus E left, for this you change the value. This will have the same. For oxidation potential, you convert to reduction potential, because for the other one it is already given in terms of reduction potential. Make use of this. And if you want to make use of this E left minus E right to calculate EMF of the cell, this is already in terms of oxidation potential. This converted into oxidation potential. Change the sign. You can make use. Then both of them you are taking in terms of oxidation potential values. Be sure, have no confusion. But in the examination, to confuse you whether you can convert one electrode potential value from one term to other term, they will confuse. But we are not ready to get confused. So this is very, very important. And if I give electrode potentials, of all the metals after connecting to hydrogen electrode, all the values that I have, I can go on making a big list. Big list is for all the metals. Which metal is not ready to undergo reduction? Which metal is not ready to undergo reduction? that means it is ready to undergo oxidation. That means that is more metallic. So if I go on making a big list of all these, and if I place them in order, this metal A is not ready to go not ready to undergo reduction. Not ready to undergo reduction. That means it is ready to undergo oxidation manifold. So like that if I go on arranging, finally I have a metal or non-metal, whatever it is, same. That means it is not ready to undergo reduction. Not ready to undergo reduction, the last one. That means its electropositive character is least. First one, ready to undergo high value, that is the first metal or non-metal, whatever it is. The last element that I am going to have is least electropositive. And if I arrange all these, I have a series. What is that series? Ready to undergo oxidation, or ready to undergo reduction is decreasing, or ready to undergo oxidation is decreasing. In different ways I can have all these elements arranged. So if I arrange all these elements in one particular series, we give a name for that. This is no way different from activity series of metals which I had already understood in 10th class for displacement reaction. If you want some particular metal that you want, take the salt solution, put a more active metal in that, the less active metal will come out. Right? Where we make use of it? Where we make use of it? Suppose copper is present in copper sulfate. I want copper, and I know copper is less electropositive than iron. If you put iron in that, copper will come out. Why? Iron is more electropositive than copper. But if you put copper in iron sulfate, reaction will not take place. So if somebody asks why a displacement reaction takes place if I put iron in copper sulfate but not reverse, then we were talking about iron is more electropositive, or that activity series of metals helpless. Now same thing, I will say my iron is more electropositive. I will not say more active metal. It is more electropositive, or in the ability to undergo reduction. In the ability to undergo reduction, my Fe2 plus is not ready to undergo reduction, but Cu2 plus ion is ready to undergo reduction. I have a list, and this list we will call it as electrochemical series. No much difference, but only in this electrochemistry when we are talking about, we give a different name, electrochemical series. That's fine. If I have a list, electrochemical series, what is the use of this electrochemical series, this chart that I have? And if somebody asks, construct one electrochemical cell which will give highest voltage, choice is yours. You construct one electrochemical cell which gives me highest voltage. I have all, whatever that metal that you want, I am ready. Whatever salt that you want, I am ready to give. Construct one such electrochemical cell. What that which you have to do? Take the first one, take the last one. Not ready to undergo reduction. Last one. Not ready to undergo oxidation. It will come towards the end. First one not ready to undergo reduction. Last one not ready to undergo oxidation. Because the values will tell. Because in the beginning we will have the values in terms of minus, minus, minus. How? Not ready to undergo oxidation or ready to undergo reduction. We will have the values. But towards the end, for the same process, for the same reduction process, the values turn out to be in the positive sign. That means they are ready to undergo reduction. So first one, last one you should take and construct an electrochemical cell that will give you the highest voltage. That is one advantage. Second advantage, I want an electrochemical cell which is to give me some 2 volts, for example. if I want only 2 volts of electricity from the electrochemical cell. What that which I have to do, sir? How to find out? Very simple. You got a chart. From that you find out the difference of which 2 is going to make 2 volts. Take those 2. Right? Take those 2 metals such that the difference between the left half cell, right half cell is going to be 2 volts. Construct that. Don't tell, sir, let me construct one by one, put in the circuit, find out the voltage, then of course I will tell you this will help. That will take a lot of time. In no time, if you want to tell, take the chart, just do this simple mathematics or simple calculation and tell, construct this cell, you will have that voltage. That is the advantage of having electrochemical series. How we are going to have electrochemical series? Again, take the metal, depends on solution, connect it to standard hydrogen electrode, determine the voltage, note down. So for all elements, do that exercise, you will have electrode potential values. All of them you can have in terms of oxidation potential or reduction potential value. Then of course, it is very easy. Earlier we were not knowing, now it is a play. Right? Earlier we were not knowing all this. Now it is a simple play. Which one you want, which cell you want, I will give you. Because the electrochemical series is with you, construct and give. Or you tell, take these 2, construct, you will get that voltage. Clear? So again, revise. Get stabilized with this concept. We will take these 2, little more height tomorrow, and then afterwards we will succeed. Take care. Thank you.